Everyone, it's Donnie Lowy at Closeoutexplosion.com. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today I'd like to discuss with you how some brands become really popular and then they fade out, popularity, and then they come back, and how you could capitalize on that trend. So for instance, this sweatshirt here is by Champion. It's a size extra large, original retail, $45, a zip-up sweatshirt. It's really nice, as you can see. And many of you might remember the brand Champion from about 20 years ago, maybe even more. Now, depends, of course, how young you are and, what kind of style clothing you like. But when I was a kid, people loved Champion. And then it became so popular that everyone was buying it. And then what happened? It fell out of popularity. And then for years, I didn't even hear about the brand. And then I think it's been maybe the last 3-4 years that I started seeing the brand again. And now, as you can see, the sweatshirt, it's definitely gotten popular. This sweatshirt came in with a palette of overstock men's clothing from a very well-known department store. And the brand is getting popular again. I believe it's regained, a lot of its popularity. Maybe it hasn't had a full resurgence, but there's definitely a demand for it, in my opinion. So now, why do I mention this to you? Because it's important to know what brands are becoming popular and what brands are losing their popularity. You don't want to stock up on merchandise that is not popular. And at the same time, if you see a brand and it's something that you remember being very popular way back, don't discount it, because it happens with other brands. Like, it's happened with Converse, it's happened with Adidas, it's happened to other brands that were once popular, they stop being popular, and then they become popular again. So when you see a brand being sold, especially if you see it at a big discount, let's say you see it at someone's warehouse, you see it at a clearance sale, don't assume that the brand isn't popular anymore and that it's not in demand. It actually might not be in demand in the place where you're looking at it, right, in your market, but in another market, it might be very popular. It might be very popular if you sell it online on Amazon or on eBay, at your local flea market, at your local store. Now, at the same time, you also want to be aware that some brands that were really popular once might not be as popular anymore. So, I don't want to put any brands down, but I'm sure you could think of brands that once were really popular, everybody was buying them, and now there's not as many people that want to buy the brand. So I just want to share with you that information. I know I'm using this sweatshirt, this Champion sweatshirt, as an example of that type of brand that's having a resurgence, or that people are finding again and people want to buy. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you should look for closeouts of brands that were once popular and now they're starting to come back. And there's also I would say a legacy aspect to it, meaning that there could be a brand that was once really popular, it might not be as popular anymore, but it still has its core of followers. So for instance, let's say if Champion is not as popular as Nike, but there could still be people that remember Champion and would be interested to buy the Champion sweatshirt. So how do you make money from it? Well, you look for those brands and then you market your merchandise to the people who still like that brand. You could do that online, you could do it offline as well. And in addition, you should also find ways to bring the merchandise to the general market, meaning to everyone. If it's a brand that's regaining popularity, you could do that by going to your local flea market, by advertising on Facebook, by advertising with Google AdWords, and by creating your own website. And of course, if you have your own store, by putting the merchandise out and displaying it well so people see it. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. My cell phone number is 1917-913-6093, and that's also my WhatsApp number. Thank you and have a great day.